What's up, ladies and gents, and welcome back to Forza Horizon 5. We are here with the Hot Hatch Hustle Seasonal Championship, where we need to use a Hot Hatch in the B class, and I don't know, I'm really shocked by the surprises today. First we had to use a Honda Civic Type R in the Honda Civic Type R Championship, which I honestly still can't deal with. That surprise really shocked me to my core. And now in the Hot Hatch Hustle Seasonal Championship we have to use a Hot Hatch, and I'm really not sure how to deal with that. Regardless, I will try. And I think the best way to... What the heck is that thing? I think the best way to deal with shock is by winning. Winning is the best way to deal with everything. So I guess that's what we're going to try and do. Oh, holding it tight. Could probably poke the nose in here, right? Get out of my way. It's a little slippery here. And the car definitely likes to drift around a bit once we reach a higher speed. But it should be controllable. Let's see if we can get around the outside here. Yes, we can. And now we just have to maintain the lead. Which is of course always easier said than done, but still. As long as you focus. Which isn't so easy once you have a lead and nothing is happening anymore, but... Hey, we're actually being challenged, isn't that great? Mixed three words. I wanted to say isn't that fun, then I wanted to say isn't that crazy, and then I said isn't that great or something, because I wanted to say isn't that great. So it came out wrong, I think. But hey, when you're looking for an expert and things coming out wrong, you know, look no further. Uh-oh. That's 62% covered. Uh-oh. I'm turning in a little erratically, which means that it's not unlikely that we are missing a checkpoint this race. And when we are, it's not unlikely that we are losing the race. Could have nearly missed that checkpoint. Already turned in and I was like, no, let's go further. So still getting used to that car a little bit. I mean, after doing the two A-class championships, this is a little bit different. Especially from the F40 to this one, it's definitely a difference. Whoa. Correcting that drift. But that's also with a slippery road, you just drift around a little bit more than you would like. Especially at that speed. And the thing doesn't weigh anything, so that's the next bit. But none of the cars does, that is available. And I'm still not entirely sure what that ugly thing was. It's probably one of the people watching who are just raging now because they drive that and it's some amazing thing, which I've just not heard of. It's probably this ruling mini EV that is dead last. Hey, a wheel spin. More money. I wish getting money IRL was that easy. But hey, whatever, right? 2 more races and then we're done for a week. Actually quite a lot of content this week. 3 championships and 3 stunts is rather rare. I already forgot what the car is called. Rolling Thing EV? Something? I don't know. Look at this thing. What the heck is that? I know that there is like a Honda, which looks similar to that abomination. Look at this. I mean, the other cars here, they're all okay, you know? But that thing, it's like, it's really an accident. You just have to look. But you look and think, oh my goodness, what happened here? And it's not even just an accident where you are like, yeah, well, something happened here. It's like one of these accidents where you look at it and you're like, how did that happen? I have no explanation for it. That's what that is. And it's not like, I mean, some people will now say, oh, you just hate electric cars, blah blah blah. No, I don't. There are plenty electric cars that are pretty, but this one certainly isn't. I also don't hate small cars. I mean, I'm using a small car here right now. I mean, not that small, but... Actually, what I also hate is these micro cars, which are often driven by like 16-year-olds, which are completely reckless. Because they think, oh, I'm not driving like a small two-wheeled vehicle, whichever type it may be, with small engines which are only driving like 40 or 50. And they're usually careful on that, because if something happens, you're just dead. And I mean, the same happens with the micro vehicles, but you know, they feel a lot safer, I think, because they have four wheels and technically there is some sort of vehicle around them, but it's not really safer, especially not because people start driving reckless because they think, oh, it's a lot safer in here. No, it's certainly not. If you look at the accidents with these things, when they collide with an actual vehicle, the car usually has little to no damage, and the micro car is just wrecked. So, yeah, I'm not so sure that thing keeps you a lot safer than just being on two wheels. I think that's vastly overestimated. The only benefit it has is that it keeps you dry because you have a roof. That's it. It's the only benefit of these things over just using something with two wheels. I'm pretty late on the brakes here, but it actually worked. Shockingly enough, in fact. Is it the second or third race? I think it's the second. I didn't even want to ask third, because I know it's not the third. I wanted to ask, is it the second or the first race, but... struggling with the words today. So just babbling on. I wish we would have had like an S1 or S2 class championship with one of the stunt cars. But hey, we'll drive this too, that's fine. It's not like we use that every day. Where's the last race? The Last of Us. And bam, copyright. Nah. Using the title is allowed. That was actually the question in my head where I was like, okay, is this car a VFR or VXR? And I was not sure because I know that VFR was also something. Whatever it might be. And then I was thinking, maybe I'm thinking FR. So, you know, a little bit of everything. There we go, starting the race and already getting the overtakes. Is that an ID 3? 4? I don't even know. With the electric Volkswagen, I'm not in the loop which one is which. And over is like an ID3 and an ID4, and people are buying it and they're like, oh, it's a decent car, but it's very expensive. And yeah, I don't know. Not in the loop there. I think my favorite electric car is the i4, which is the 4 Series BMW, which also happens to be my favorite non-electric car. So, or one of my favorites, if not the favorite. So it's not surprising that the electric version of it is also my favorite electric car, you know. Which doesn't change that it's too expensive. For me at least. And I find it funny because people buying an i4 are getting the government bonus for buying an electric vehicle. But come on, if you can afford a car like that, you don't need a bonus from the government. We are funding the wrong people with government money. But now it's a political discussion and I'm not going to go into that. I will shut up now or else I have to flag the video for politics. Uh-oh. Would probably have to flag more controversial topics, politics. What else? Abusive language, once I start digging into that. So yeah, let's not go there. Let's stick to Cars, which was a decent movie. Now I offended more people. How comforto, isn't it? Driving through the roundabout, the wrong way around. There are actually people doing that, and when we're driving backwards in the roundabout, causing an accident and then blaming the other guy for driving into them. And when you see the dashcam videos and they're like just backing into the other person. And what I don't get, because if it comes to actually suing each other, the vehicle data clearly shows, hey, at the point of impact you were driving backwards, so what the heck are you talking about? So it's not even something that regularly works, so I'm not sure why people are doing it in the first place. But hey, what do I know, right? So that now the third race? I think it was. Losing track. That's okay. Yeah, 6 points. There we go. Exactly what we need. So, I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for watching, and until next time, farewell.